right, welcome. So, last time we came back from Petalburg and did a few things around town. Here we are actually going to start diving into the pit. As you can tell, we're running a little fast because these are going to take long, and it's mostly just a lot of fighting. There isn't a ton to really talk about or do. It's mostly just going to be a lot of fighting. So these will probably devolve into just sped up music or me talking about a few things, or if I had a level up, just, well, hopping in for a second and saying, yeah, we leveled up. Or hopping in and talking about my disgust of what the enemy combination is or what's holding the item and causing me so many issues. But for now, this is what we are doing. So fun fact, actually, with the pit, me and a buddy of mine used to do pit runs, and we would challenge each other to see who could go the farthest with the least amount of prep. So, or just with minimal prep to some degree. And as we progressed, it got better and better. And you can actually see those old habits here, where I have 3 honey syrups and 2 shroom fries, fried shrooms, which is not the best prep when you haven't played in 8 years, especially when you're thinking about going to floor 50. I definitely have my hubris to blame there. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but oh yeah. Also, our goal is at 50. Every 10 floors, you get a special item or a special badge or whatever each floor gives. So obviously, and I would like to get these items earlier rather than later, because some of them are really, really nice. And it has one of my personal favorite badges. Definitely not the best badge in the game, just a personal favorite of mine. Which is Zap Tap. It is a badge that you get on the 30th floor of the underground of this pit. That gives you a static charge, just like the whatchamacallums, oh, we haven't even met them yet, so it doesn't matter. So I'll explain it when we find them. So, but there's an enemy that gives you the same effect, that you gain the same effect of as the Zap Tap badge. But and we level up here, so it's a little bit of probably BP. Take the BP. Don't tease people with the HP. Give the BP. But either way, when you look at all of it, or why look at all of it? I don't know. But the further down we go, obviously the harder the challenge enemies are going to be. These are what, Chapter 1 enemies plus Gloombas instead of Goombas, which have 7 HP, 3 attack damage. It's kind of okay, like whatever. Let them try and bully me with the Gloombas, I guess. But oh, excuse me. Sorry. But this isn't going to be our last foray into the pit. We got to go to 100. We got to get to the bottom, so that's what we're going to do. As a heads up, my already poor schedule, my already poor upload schedule is probably going to get even worse. Mostly because I'm actually going to go into school again. I'm going to head back into school for massage therapy, and it's going to be a good time. If I can, I could try and help people with it, but we'll cross that bridge in a long time. We're not going to worry about that right now. We won't worry about it for a while either. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special yet, necessarily. It's our homie, and we got Fire Drive. Yo, let's go. So clearly, obviously, he shows up down here, and you can supplement your prep with him. He gets expensive very quickly. Every 10 floors, he's Every floor you find him on every 10th floor. That's the only place he'll spawn. And as you see, we just got Sleepy Stomp, is what we got. Wow, I'm not paying attention clearly. Sleepy Stomp is a badge that if you do the action command, it will put the enemy to sleep if they're vulnerable to it, or if if you roll high enough against the resist chance, or whatever mathematical equation goes into that. But with each one adds FP. So if you stack the Sleepy Stomp badge, it also starts stacking the FP cost, and I think it increases the chance of them going to sleep. I don't necessarily recommend it. It works just fine for as just a one stack. You don't really need to stack it. And the other one that I was talking about earlier, Fire Drive, is super nice, especially in horde battles, or larger battles, that I should say, not horde battles. But it's definitely nicer in larger scale battles where enemies aren't immune to fire, because what you do with it is you hold it back, you knock a little fireball into the air, and it hits everything for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's nice, but here's the issue. Ooh, yay, multiplying my damage, I see. Thank you. I hate you. But it does help with... Wow. It does help with weaker enemies that aren't super bad. It's just really expensive. It's 5 FP. And then on top of that, it takes what am I trying to think of? It takes brain dying, send help. Takes 5 FP, 3 BP, and it does a lot of damage, especially on the initial 3, which is 5, 4, 3. It's so expensive and it's hard to justify. If you stack the badge, it gets more expensive, and same with the FP cost. You have to equip 2 badges now, which is 6 FP or 6 BP, and I don't know how much the FP goes up by. I would assume it doubles. I never really stacked my combat badges. I don't know how much the FP goes by. If I had to guess, I would assume it doubles, and then your damage will go up. I don't know by how much again, because I, once again, don't stack badges. Or combat badges. I'll stack... Oh, so this is the Dark Puff. This is its ability. This is it being mean and not letting me zap it. And when it does this, it'll then fire down a Thunderbolt that does, 3, 4 damage, something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's a more powerful move that it has, pretty much, but it's not the biggest threat in the game. We'll actually be seeing them as a normal enemy here in a little bit. And same with these guys, same with these spidery boys. So we'll be seeing them here in a little bit, because we'll be heading to their area. And it'll be a tragedy. Not really. The Piders aren't that bad to fight. They only have a maximum of 2 damage if they don't do their super shot, which is what they did to Goombella, and it didn't pay off because, well, that's what happens when you get 2 damage. You don't have an extra level of defense to protect you. But as you can see, I don't even need the only attack I would need to block with Coops is the just singular wad spit rather than the double, because, well, Coops has that defense point that protects him from any oncoming damage, or a point of oncoming damage, reducing 1 to nothing, 2 to 1, so on and so forth, which we already know. We've seen it in action multiple times. But so, speaking of, me and my friend never actually made it I'm going to switch up the topic, but yeah, so me and my friend never actually made it to the bottom. We only ever really made it... God, we were bad at this game. We probably only ever made it really to like 60, 70, and then we would die. But that's probably also because we're like, yeah, let's do this with minimal prep and we'll be fine. It'll go great. No, it won't. Why are you guys like this? Just play through it. Get to the bottom. See how it goes. Don't. Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you causing issues? Just complete the quest. Complete the mission. You're the last one. Please. But as you can tell, I'm going to do better prep from here on out, going down forward. So I'm not going to go back in because I messed up, and I have to. The only way I go back in is if I don't make it to 30, or if I die. Say I make it to 30 but don't get to 50, and I die, then I'm going to be like, okay, well, this is fun. So instead of that, I'll go ahead and I'll just do another quick run and go to 30, leave, and then we'll go to the next chapter. Meaning if that happens, we'll probably see another chapter run. Or we'll see a chapter run, we'll go to the pit, hopefully hit 50. Although I may not do it, just because the party members I'd rather have. There's a party member I'd rather have, technically 2 party members I'd rather have, but I kind of want to try and get to the bottom before, like, the 5th chapter, which sounds really dumb, but, like, a lot of fun. Which would give me access to what? Obviously, I have Koops and Goombella. I have that one. I have that one. Forgetting. What is that chapter? Does that chapter have anybody in it that I get? I don't remember. I'll have to double check and see. I'm pretty sure it does, but I might be wrong. Chapter... I think it's chapter 6 you get a partner in. Chapter... I know you don't get a chat. Well, that's not how this works. We're trying to beat it before we end chapter 5. So in all reality, it comes down to when I get party members and what kind of party members I get. But yeah, so either way we look at it, hopefully I can get past, hopefully I can do it, pretty much. I'm probably not going to be able to do it because I've decided to hurt myself a lot in this situation. And if it proves to be too much to do it before Chapter 5, I'll probably do Chapter 5 and get some of the equipment I can get from there. Sadly, I can't do it otherwise because of how Chapter 5 works. If I commit to Chapter 5, I'm committed to Chapter 5. And yeah, here we get Fire Drive, as you see. And I'm going to be using it for a while, just because it's my night. I would honestly say it's better than Power Smash if it didn't cost so much FP, but I'd rather have it down here than the Power Smash currently. I just think it's a nice little item to have right now. Other than that, now we have the spiky Gloombas, which make me sad, because they hit for 4 and they still have 7 HP, and they're a lot more awkward to deal with because I can't jump on them. But they shouldn't cause too much of a threat. It should be fine. Just because they have 4 damage doesn't mean a whole lot. It's not hard to kill things. And this is, as you can tell, what we got from the Crystal Star. Sorry to talk about that, because I've used it before in this episode. But it only ever does 6 damage, max, sadly. Ow. But it's not. It's a nice, reliable ability. I use it a lot when I play the game. Granted, it's only 6 damage, but it's useful 6 damage. Later on, I'll use other moves, because those other moves are technically not far better. There are better damaging moves. Or better damaging options in this situation. I'm probably going FP here, because I need it for Koops and Fire Drive. Ah. Hey, we got the bandits. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. These guys are a little bit of a pain, but with this, I'm actually going to cut it after this fight, and I will see you all next time. Well, I guess this is a little early to be cutting it, but so after this fight, we'll end it here. Oh yeah, fire flower, great, thanks guys, love it. You didn't use the fire flower. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so now this fight's over, I wish you all a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend, whatever, or I guess it's part of the week when I drop this, but have a good one, enjoy it, and I will see you all next time. Have a great one.